guys, Crow Blonde Wave, I'm Eric.
I'm Calvin.
I'm Aaron.
And we're back with the finale of Season 2 of One Punch Man. And we're going to try to throw that in my mouth. Last time on, Jenna showed up to fight the hero Hunter.
He did.
And then White Fang showed up to fight the hero Hunter. Silver Fang to fight the hero Hunter. And then what else?
Well, the bomb was taking care of the monsters.
Yep.
Genos, I guess, is just standing there watching.
Yep.
Silver Fang's gonna be fighting the one dude.
Yep.
And Saitama is like, you know what? Maybe I'll go check on Genos, see how he is.
Yep.
And there's still monsters organizing.
Yep. I figured that. Yeah. Alright, not much magic wrestling. Yeah, we didn't get to resolve
Anything.
We stopped the dragon threat. That's a pretty big deal.
The centipede?
Yeah. Dragon level, right? Is what they're called?
I mean, that was the difficulty, right?
Dragon threat level.
I had it in my old book. I had the threat levels. Like, there's
Yeah.
like tiger, dragon, demon. But I forget the order of how everything.
Dragon's the worst.
I think it's like
God level.
No, I think it's tiger, demon, dragon, god.
Yeah.
That I can remember.
Gotcha.
But I felt like there was a couple more in there.
Yeah. What happened to Bang, you think? It made it seem like I told him about Bang. I thought it like implied that Bang got hurt or something because we haven't seen him around.
Do you mean blast?
Sure. Blast.
Maybe.
Hmm.
He said understood.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why. Like he hasn't been around since ever.
Oh, we've ever seen him, have we?
They mentioned him, I think, last season, but I can't remember if he was there. or not.
Blast. Yeah.
I don't think we've ever seen him.
So, but yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure if he was hurt so bad, and that's what the message is, and they just kind of leave him rank 1 then, or what, but...
I love Genos and his voice so much. Like, I truly do.
Like,
When he
Master, what do I lack?
What am I lacking?
power, right?
Thank you so much! Through your power and wisdom, I will become a greater hero!
It's so good. I wouldn't change that for anything. I love how much I love it. Oh man.
I love how, like, in the battle here, we had Genos and then Bang and Bomb, and they do like this attack, and then they do like a super punch thing, and then they're like again, and they're just punching this whole thing, and they're like, there you go, he's gonna shake and crack, and he breaks, and they're like, you just molten?
Yeah, I mean, I thought it was actually gonna work because
Yeah.
they hadn't factored in the brother, right? They only talked about Genos and
They only talked about two
I thought they
S
did.
level.
I thought the bird did when he was talking about who was there. But
I don't
maybe
feel
not.
like he did.
I think he only mentioned two S level heroes.
Yeah, so
he didn't.
yeah.
They didn't know about the brother because he's not.
He's not a hero.
He's,
They haven't
he's a
collected
dojo
information
leader.
on him. Yeah.
Right?
So I figured, like, oh man, they didn't think about they're gonna have this like ultimate attack that they can do together, and that's actually gonna do it, but it didn't work anyway.
No.
So.
I figured that they, like, sure, like the S heroes is like the things they're after, but considering that they talked about Fang and what he does and what his power base is, I figured that was relating to Bomb, and they weren't worried about him either.
I don't know.
Especially when you're not worried about Genos being able to take him out, you know? Like,
Yeah.
that was a big blast from inside.
I mean, that very well could be. I mean, I was just saying, like, I thought that because they didn't, at least didn't mention him, that it actually was gonna work. You
They
know?
didn't calculate this.
They didn't calculate that. Yeah, that. But I mean, it was a cool punch and everything, but
Yeah.
it was not the punch we needed.
Yeah.
Saitama?
Yeah.
Saitama?
Yeah.
Do that little, like, 5 seconds of him, like
Yeah.
punching through was great.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, with this season compared to last season, like last season, I felt like it was a lot more like broken up with smaller stories and things like that. This was more overarching. The animation wasn't as good as last season, but still great in a lot of moments. There was never a part where I was like, well, that sucks, you know? As opposed to some of the anime we watched, where like, well, they did not put a lot of money into this part, you know?
Yeah,
So,
true.
But,
Sure, I get that.
Yeah.
No, I mean, I like the season for the most part. I mean, it was still funny. It still plays on the same trope of, like, you can't lose, and it's everyone else's, like, their struggle of trying to be the top while no one knows who this guy is.
And then the criticism of that is like, well, isn't that boring, you know? Because, like, it's Superman. Superman's boring because he can't be beaten, except for this green rock, you know? But they turned that around and make that he is bored. He is frustrated because he doesn't have anything to do.
He's just as bored, you know?
Yeah. It's a commentary rather than a criticism, you know? So I do really enjoy that. And he's just like, punching that bug in the face really, helped
Really
me.
blew off some steam.
Yeah, it was nice.
Yeah, I feel like too we got to see more of the other heroes in action maybe than last season.
Yeah.
Or maybe we got to see more A ranks. Like maybe last time we saw a lot more C's.
Yeah.
Like the little guys on the street that were getting trounced by monsters.
Yeah. So, like we saw some stuff last time. With Stinger. I'm pretty sure was in last season, and I don't know if Gatling was. I don't think so.
Yeah.
And then we saw the A's at the end when it was like a big threat level going on and stuff.
Yeah.
So, but no, I think we got a lot more with like having the hero hunter hunting down a whole bunch of stuff and that big group there and just monsters everywhere. So there's heroes all over the place fighting everywhere.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like we got to see a good little bit of like things going on.
We didn't find out if Sonic actually became a monster or not.
No.
Which we don't think so, but will
Yeah, I don't
Garo
think he did.
Will Garo do it?
Yeah. Will what's his name? Metal Knight? Will he do his own thing and mess things up or anything? Because I feel like at the end of last season he was kind of just doing his own thing. Wasn't really doing what the hero organization wanted.
He was
to do.
like taking the alien technology and stuff, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Something like
he
that.
was
For himself?
harvesting from the ship that crashed. Kind
But,
of
I
like
mean,
the Chithari.
Yeah. It was also interesting though too, like in terms of the power scale, the only ones that can give this guy problems, and this guy doesn't seem to be our strongest. I assume their lord is the strongest. So, but yeah, it was Tornado. It was Metal Knight. Is that his name?
Metal Knight?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, the people that they said could kill Centipede?
That could give him problems.
They said Blast, Tornado, Metal Knight, and King. I think was the four that they said that could beat him.
Per their research, King could do it.
But also, I'm pretty sure when most people are talking about King, they're talking about Saitama.
I think so, yeah.
I think that's the idea. So rank 1, rank 2, and rank 6 were the ones that they, in S rank, that they said could beat him.
Gotcha.
So they weren't even worried about
Yeah.
Demon Cyborg. So, and what's weird is like, Metal Knight and King are 6 and 7. Like Silverfang is 3rd. Like, the rankings are weird.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, it just points out how inconsistent the rankings are to true power level and ability.
true. It can just be like an actual commentary on the idea of like power levels and like Dragon Ball or any of that kind of stuff where it's like rankings and power levels and stuff are all just kind of like
This shit
They're
doesn't
kind of
matter.
wishy-washy to...
You can waste a lot of time on it.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
That's why you have like Saitama, who's a rank. What's he right now? Is he B? I think he's a rank B.
He's B.
He's,
Like, what would they put him? 10? Rank 10 B or I don't know. I don't know.
He's
what
like
it is.
rank 14 or something.
Something like that.
Or maybe that's Genos.
Yeah. No, Genos is in S.
S.
No, but he's
He might be
rank
14S.
He's 14 in S.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, having him rank B, like obviously he's stronger than everybody, but he's kind of rank B. So
I think it's funny that like if the brother punch would have worked, I would have been like, that was cool. If Genesis' killing of him would have worked, I'm like, that was really cool. And then Saitama shows up and punches him once and he just disappears. I'm like, that's also good. It's like the one that actually will do the job. And don't get me wrong, it was animated cool with going around him and stuff. Like when he takes something, and he didn't even say serious punch, he just punched. But I just love that, like, I'm like, oh man, that was so cool. Oh, that was so cool. Yep, that's what happens.
yeah, well, it's fun seeing like when Genos does it, it's like he's earned it.
Yeah.
Like, he's been trying to build up to that power level. He's upgrading himself so that he can be stronger.
I
all
love
the
how
time.
King was like, you're using him as your standard? King might be my favorite character addition this season.
Yeah.
I think he was my favorite. Or Sourface. I also enjoyed Sourface.
I like
But
King
I should say
because
both
he's-
of their English voice actors did a phenomenal job.
Yeah. I will say, I like Sourface because of the comedy that he adds to it.
Yeah.
But I appreciate King because he's the straight man.
Yeah, true.
Whereas everyone else is like they're playing their part. They're not seeing the obvious truth behind
And
Saitama.
he has beaten Saitama many times.
I think my favorite addition was Garo.
Garo?
I liked him a lot.
Yeah, they brought more into it in this episode where being bullied and always being cast as the villain,
Yeah. And it's like, it's not fair. And it's like, not fair. And then I like at the end, he's like, good, evil, I don't care.
Yeah.
Like, I don't care if you're evil monsters, you're good heroes. Like, if you're picking on the lone underdog kind of guy, then
I like that too. It's like, well, this is what this is how things are supposed to be. The hero is supposed to defeat the monster, you know? But it's like, well, is the problem monsters or is the problem the boxes you put them into, you know?
Yeah.
We never went back to the gorilla thing.
No, but I think like you can get the same idea of like if the monsters start showing up and they start killing all the heroes and the heroes become the underdogs. I could see Garo switching over to that kind of idea and stopping monsters from picking on the underdogs.
Yeah.
But I think he's looking more of the idea of like, you know, this gorilla guy. If this is a gorilla monster, he's just there in humans. He doesn't care. He's not trying to kill humans. Just live and don't pick on either one. And if you're gonna pick on him, he's gonna punch you back. Leave me alone. So I don't know. I like him. I'm interested to see like maybe what they do with him going forward.
Yeah.
Will he become a monster to eat the cells and get more power?
I think they're showing like somebody at that level. We've seen people much lesser level become monsters, and they can take out so many people. You know.
Yeah, very true.
S-ranked caliber people like that martial artist was. So maybe they are doing that to give us someone that like, hey, this person did it, and now what happens? And the answer is either, well, someone else does it before Saitama does.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, after watching this fight, like, he definitely can't stand a Saitama.
No.
You know, at all. Like, he was going to lose a Genesis, I'm pretty sure.
Saitama has never had to try. I mean, that's the point. Like, he can't. Like, Saitama will always win.
He has to purposely try to not win.
His greatest battle is his own strength.
Like, what happens?
Like, that's his villain. Is his own strength makes him bored because he can't get excited about anything.
What happens when he finds that one person?
It won't happen. It'll never happen.
Maybe.
And if they do, they have to be bald.
Don't.
Consistency.
It'll never happen.
I think One Punch Man should be beat by one kick man.
Well, that would have been
No. He just wasn't.
Whatever. Not Sweetie Face.
I like how we call him a different thing every time. It always revolves around sweet.
Yeah.
Sweetie You.
I keep thinking of Sweetums from Parks and Rec, the company that is at the Pawnee. Sweetums.
Sweetums, isn't that the big old furry guy from Muppets? Is his name Sweetums?
I don't know. All right, I don't got anything else. I enjoyed the season. I thought it was fun. I can see why some people say like, well, it wasn't as good as the first one, but to me, like, you know, the strength of One Punch Man isn't like its well-crafted story or anything like that. It's its comedy and it's moments of amazing animation, which this one didn't have as much as last season, but I still enjoyed a lot of parts of it.
Not as much. I feel like it highlighted the other characters and built the world a bit more.
Yeah.
The thing that's fun is the characters, I think.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like, I think that's the most fun thing, is like just seeing the characters. And
Because otherwise,
we didn't talk about PvP Prisoner.
If you're just there for the punch, then there's like basically no build-up.
Yeah.
And there's very little payoff.
Yeah.
Effectively.
Yeah. I mean, I would say like the worst thing in the season, I guess, would be like there was so much going on in different places, we didn't get to stick around with too many of anybody. Mm-hmm. You know?
Yeah. Like I really would have liked to have seen the Watchdog Man versus Hero fight.
Sure. Like we didn't get to see that. You know, like there's lots of moments where like, you know, following the gorilla, we didn't see any more with that, or Purry talking about his people. Like we saw him once, and he was like, "They took my honeys." And then he was gone.
He's one of the most unique characters in this whole show.
Yeah,
you never see that anywhere else.
But all that stuff may be leading into the idea of like, well, they took all his honeys, they turned him into monsters, and now they're all down there. So now he's enticed to go down and get his honeys.
Does he have to fight naked?
So I don't know. I'm interested to see what they do with another season.
Yeah.
And as long as the characters, you know, I think as long as the characters are funny and keep on like, I love the idea of like excuses made for Saitama of why things work or why he's not moving or he must be shocked.
Yeah.
So it's good. And I'd be interested in the third season.
Me too.
Me too.
At some point.
Absolutely.
Whenever.
I'm gonna watch it.
Maybe there's not gonna be. But if there is, make sure you guys subscribe. We'll probably react to that one when it comes out, or sometime after it comes out, like we did this one.
A year later.
And then, so make sure you subscribe, because you never know when that's gonna happen, or watch it, or any of that. But we have lots of other anime here on the channel as well. So check out all kinds of great stuff. Like
and subscribe.